This is going to blow your mind. The haunted secrets of Willow Creek await. Deep in the heart of Willow Creek stands an old abandoned house. Locals say it's cursed, haunted by the spirit of a woman named Eliza. She vanished mysteriously 100 years ago, and ever since, strange things happen there. Visitors report hearing whispers in the dead of night, footsteps echoing in empty hallways, and eerie shadows that don't belong to anyone. Some even claim to see Eliza's ghost staring out of the attic window, eyes full of sorrow. One brave soul decided to spend a night there. They walked in with a camera, hoping to debunk the myths. But what they captured was terrifying. A shadowy figure, moving closer and closer until the camera fell. The footage, too chilling to watch alone. So, are you brave enough to visit Willow Creek? Or will you let the legend haunt your dreams? Subscribe for more spine-tingling tales. This is why you should never enter a house with a tragic past, unless you're ready to face its ghosts. The old mansion on Elm Street had been abandoned for years, until one fateful night, when a group of friends decided to explore its haunted halls. As they stepped inside, the air turned icy cold, and whispers echoed through the darkness. Their flashlights flickered, revealing glimpses of ghostly figures in the mirrors. Suddenly, a loud bang. The door slammed shut, trapping them inside. Panic set in. As the friends realized they weren't alone, an eerie voice began to chant, recounting the house's tragic history of love, betrayal, and death. The friends desperately searched for a way out, but the house had other plans. One by one, they disappeared into the shadows until only one was left. As dawn broke, the last survivor stumbled out, only to find their friends' names etched in blood on the walls. The house had claimed more victims, and its hunger was far from sated. So remember, some doors are better left unopened.
Why are there not more people talking about the terrifying tale of the Blood Moon Butcher? It's time to expose the horror within, under the eerie glow of the blood moon. He struck, victims found with chilling precision. Their bodies arranged like grotesque art, each scene more gruesome than the last. A macabre signature carved deep, both in flesh and memory, the Blood Moon. Butcher wasn't just a name, it was a legend of fear. He turned ordinary nights into a symphony of screams, bathing his crimes in the cold, unforgiving light of the blood moon, eyes wide open, mouths frozen in silent terror. His victims told a story without words. The police were always one step behind, chasing shadows and whispers. But the Blood Moon Butcher, he was always ahead, a phantom in the night. So next time you see the blood moon rising, remember the name and the nightmare that followed.
I bet you didn't know the dark has a deadly secret. A secret that's been hiding right under your nose. Imagine a shadow. That's more than just a trick of the light. It creeps and slithers, always watching, always waiting. This isn't just any shadow, it's a killer with a taste for fear. Every night as the world sleeps, it emerges, blending seamlessly with the darkness. Victims claim they never saw it coming, just a whisper of cold air and then, gone. In the silence, it thrives. In the absence of light, it strikes. And no one is safe. People have tried to uncover its identity, but the deeper they dig, the more they vanish into the abyss. The dark hides more than just your fears. It conceals a predator. So next time you flick off the lights, remember it's out there, lurking, waiting. And if you dare to challenge it, beware. The dark's deadly secret might just be your last. Stay safe, stay in the light, and maybe, just maybe, you'll survive the night.
Exposing the sinister secrets of an old abandoned hospital. What really happened there? In the heart of the city sits an old abandoned hospital wrapped in tales of horror. They say at midnight, the corridors echo with whispers of the past. A nurse who vanished without a trace. Her ghost supposedly still roams, seeking the patients she lost. The lights flicker and the air turns icy cold. One night, a group of thrill-seekers decided to explore the hospital. Armed with flashlights, they ventured in, thinking it was just a scare. But soon they felt an unseen presence, heard faint cries and footsteps behind them. Panic set in as one by one they felt touches, cold, bony fingers gripping their shoulders. They ran out, never daring to return. Some say those who enter leave with a piece of that haunting hospital within them. Could you brave the eerie halls? What if I told you there's a place where whispers aren't just sounds, but warnings? In the heart of the city stands an old, abandoned building. Locals call it the Whispering Death. It starts with a faint, ghostly whisper, Then another and another. Rumor has it those who hear the whispers don't live to tell the tale. One by one, people go in and never come out. The whispers, they say, are from souls trapped forever. They warn you to leave while you can. But if you listen too closely, their fate becomes yours. You hear a chilling voice. Get out, your heart races, but it's too late. The whispers grow louder, closer, until silence. Do you dare to enter? Or will you heed the warning of the whispering death? You need to hear this if you're a horror fan. The haunted house on Elm Street hides a deadly secret. Picture this: a crumbling mansion, shadows creeping under the moonlit sky. Legend has it anyone who enters never comes back. One night, a group of friends dared to find out why. As they stepped inside, the air turned icy. Whispers echoed through the halls. Suddenly, the door slammed shut. They tried to escape, but the house had other plans. One by one, they vanished, leaving only their screams behind. And the twist? The house was never empty. It was waiting for its next victims. So, think twice before you visit the house on Elm Street. It might be your last trip.
Am I the only one who never thought this could happen in real life? Well, buckle up, because this story will chill you to the bone. The Johnsons were just like any other family, until their son Tommy decided to play with fire, literally. One night, whispers filled the house. Tommy's parents thought it was the wind, but it was him, pacing, planning, ready to set his horrifying plan into motion. At 3 a.m., the smell of gasoline filled the air. Tommy, with a sinister grin, struck a match. Flames erupted, devouring the walls, the furniture, everything. His parents woke up to a living nightmare, their screams drowned by the crackling inferno. Neighbors watched in horror as the house turned into a blazing beacon of despair, realizing too late that Tommy wasn't just playing with fire, he was consumed by it. And as the embers cooled, one chilling fact remained. Sometimes the true horror lies not in the paranormal, but in the darkness within. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more spine-tingling tales.
If your idea of a good time is a ghost story on the high seas, buckle up, thrill seekers. This one's a spine chiller. It was a night like no other. The sea was calm, almost too calm. Jack, a seasoned sailor, noticed a shadowy figure on the horizon. As it loomed closer, he realized it was an old, decrepit ship, seemingly abandoned for decades. The air grew colder. Jack's breath fogged up as he stepped on board, the creaking of the wooden planks echoing in the silence. Suddenly, whispers filled the air, sending chills down his spine. "Who's there?" Jack called out, but only the eerie silence answered. Doors slammed shut, the temperature dropped even more. Jack turned, and there it was. A ghostly figure, translucent and haunting. Heart-pounding, he fled back to his boat, never looking back. They say the ghost ship still roams those waters, waiting for its next unsuspecting visitor. So if you ever find yourself alone on a quiet sea, beware. You might not be as alone as you think. I'm sure you've heard the news. A haunted hotel, a chilling tale. But this story, it's unlike any other. Picture this, a stormy night, and you're the only guest in an old hotel. The wind howls, the lights flicker, and the walls seem to whisper. Suddenly a cold draft brushes past you. You turn, but no one's there. Your room? Number 13. Legend has it, guests never check out. You try to sleep, but the creaking floorboards keep you awake. At midnight, the door creaks open slowly. A shadowy figure stands there staring. You hear a whisper, "Leave, while you still can." Heart racing, you bolt for the exit, but every hallway leads you back to room 13. Panic sets in. Is it all a nightmare, or are you trapped in the haunted hotel forever? Would you dare spend a night here? Comment below if you think you could survive. And remember, some stories are more than just tales. If you don't believe in ghosts but still get goosebumps, then buckle up for the scariest hospital story ever. It was a stormy night when Nurse Emily heard it. Faint footsteps echoing down the deserted hallway. She followed the sound, heart pounding, to room 404. The door creaked open by itself. Inside, the bed was empty, but the room was ice cold. Suddenly, she saw it, an old, pale figure standing in the corner. Emily froze in terror as the figure whispered, "Help me!" But when she blinked, it was gone. The next morning, she discovered room 404 had been sealed off for years. No one had entered, or so they thought. To this day, the staff whispers about the ghostly figure who roams the halls seeking help. Will you dare to visit?
If you're a thriller fan, then you need to hear about this spine-chilling mystery. Ready? Let's dive in. Picture this, A locked room, and a victim found with no escape route. No windows, no secret doors. Just one entrance, locked from the inside. Police are baffled. The victim? A renowned detective. The irony is chilling. How did the killer get in? How did they get out? No fingerprints, no clues. Just a room filled with unanswered questions. Authorities find a single clue. An eerie note that says, "I'm always watching." The room has been sealed for years, yet the case remains unsolved. Theories? Some say it's a ghost. Others, a master illusionist. But no one knows for sure. Stay tuned for more bone-chilling mysteries. And remember, always lock your doors. You never know who's watching.